Hello, today is Monday, August 24th, 2020. We are going to begin Module 1, Week 3, Day 1 of reading. Our objective says that I can ask and answer questions about poems. This relates to our kindergarten standard, Reading Literature 2.1. Last week, boys and girls, we learned how to introduce ourselves to someone new. This week, we will practice greeting each other. Look at our anchor chart. When we turn to talk to our neighbor, we will turn toward your partner. You will look your partner in the eye. One partner talks while the other partner listens. Then you will switch. Today, you're going to practice turning and talking with someone near you. For example, if you see someone you know, you could say, "Good morning" or "Good evening." Your partner would listen to you, and then they would respond with "Good morning" or "Good afternoon." Let's try another one. Partner 1, say, "How are you?" Partner 2 can respond. You could have said, "I'm fine, how are you?" Or, "I'm doing okay, what about you?" Great job practicing turning and talking. We'll continue practicing turn and talk throughout the rest of the school year. Before we begin on today's lesson, let's look at our Meaning Clues Anchor Chart. Our Meaning Clues Anchor Chart helps us to figure out what a word means. Sometimes as we're reading, we might not know a word. So we will practice looking at pictures to better understand, or we can look at other words. Today we will read Kindergarten Kids, Riddles, Rebuses, Wiggles, Giggles, and more. This genre of reading is called poems. Poems do not always use complete sentences. Poems also use words to tell how things look, feel, sound, smell, or taste. Poems can rhyme. Remember that words that rhyme have the same ending sound, such as cat, rat, hat. Poems can have rhythm. Rhythm is the beat of the poem, like in music. And finally, poems can be about anything. Today's author is Stephanie Colmison. Remember, the author writes the words. Today's illustrator is Melissa Sweet. The illustrator draws or captures the photographs. We're going to read this poem called Puzzled. Listen as I read. After I'm done listening, I will stop and ask you some questions, so listen carefully. Puzzled. Do you just want to quit sometimes? Too hard, too hard. These pieces don't fit. I'm puzzled by this puzzle. I really want to quit. Don't give up, I tell myself. Keep trying, you'll do fine. Look for all the clues you can. Color, story, shape, size, line. I take a breath. I look again. Colors match. I see a square. The pieces fit together. They go there, and there, and there. So easy, so easy. I did it. Puzzle's done. I'm ready for another. I want a harder one. Take a minute to think about this poem. I want you to think about, what is this poem about? Now turn and talk to your neighbor and tell your neighbor what you think this poem was all about. I heard some great ideas. I heard friends saying that they believe this poem is about a girl who is having a hard time figuring out how to complete her puzzle. I also heard friends say that she wanted to quit the puzzle because it was too hard. Then I heard a friend say after she took a breath, she readjusted and she got the puzzle to fit together. Now I want you to think about, why does this girl want to quit? Turn and tell your neighbor, why does the girl want to quit? Very good. I heard friends say that the puzzle was too hard and she could not fit it together. Therefore, she wanted to quit. Let's read another poem. Oops, don't worry, everyone makes mistakes. Anna dropped some crowns. She broke her favorite blue. Jamal was counting cups for juice. Oops, he left out two. Michael overwatered our avocado tree. Now it's brown and droopy, where green leaves used to be. Our music teacher missed a note. He played a silly tune. Our principal said good morning when it was afternoon. Oops, oops, oops again. Oh, for goodness sake. Don't feel bad, remember, everyone makes mistakes. I want you to think about this question. What do you think the word overwatered means? Overwatered. What does that word mean? What clues in the picture help you understand the word better? Turn and tell your neighbor your ideas. I heard friends say that they think overwatered means you gave it too much water. They looked at the picture and they noticed that the tree is brown and drooping. Let's move on. Quiet, please. Being quiet isn't easy, is it? Gab, gab, giggle, giggle, psst, psst, wiggle, wiggle, cough, sigh, hiccup, sneeze. Teacher asks, quiet, please. One more giggle, one more sneeze. Eyes on your teacher, quiet, please. What is this poem about, boys and girls? I heard friends say that this poem is about students in a classroom making lots of noise. I also heard friends say that the students were not on task. Why does the teacher say quiet, please? Turn and tell your neighbor. Why does the teacher say quiet, please? I heard friends say the teacher says quiet, please, because the students were making lots of noises by giggling and wiggling and hiccuping and sneezing and much more. I also heard a friend say they used the picture to see that the friends in the class are making noise by giggling or hiccuping, and they see the teacher with her finger over her lip to say, quiet, please. Great job using the picture to create meaning. Now we're going to evaluate whether we have done our job, which is to ask and answer questions about the text. Together, we're going to do this first one. We're going to circle the picture that matches the text with a red crown. The text says, Anna dropped some crowns. She broke her favorite blue. Can you circle that with your red crown? Circle the picture that matches the text. I'll read it one more time. Anna dropped some crowns. She broke her favorite blue. Circle the picture that matches that text. Very good. We can circle this broken blue crown that's on the floor. We can also use the picture and see that Anna looks pretty upset that her favorite blue crown is broken. All right, now it's your turn. With your blue crown, I want you to circle the picture that matches the text. Circle the picture that matches this text. Jamal was counting cups for juice. Oops, he left out 2. Circle that picture with a blue crown. Nice job! Now you can turn your paper over and draw about an oops or an accident that you have made. When you're all done, submit your work into Canvas under Assignments. Thanks for joining me on this reading lesson. See you next time.